Welcome back to another video on 21st Century Opinion. My name is Emmy, if you don't already know.
And this is your boy Johnny Boy the Great, aka Johnny Boy the Great, back at you with a new video.
Thank you for tuning back in to watch another video with us. Thank you for those of you who continuously show support, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We truly appreciate it.
Truly appreciate it.
And for today's video, we will be talking about knowing the right time to walk out of a relationship. Okay?
I thought we're still talking about appreciating our subscribers and followers and sharing and liking and comments.
Anyways.
Oh.
So, when do you think is the best time to walk out of a relationship? Like, whether it's a toxic relationship, whether it's a healthy relationship, you're not sure you want to be there. What's the first sign that you should bounce?
Once you start getting disrespected and mistreated.
I think once your opinion starts to be overlooked, or whether it's like this person is acting different and you bring it up to their attention and they're just like, whatever, or they don't care about what you have to say, or you asking them for like the simplest things and they're not paying attention to you, you gotta start paying attention to those signs and know that, like, all right, they are checked out, so I need to check myself out. You know, I feel like relationship is like a job.
Sometimes too, like, for example, as in like paying attention to, like, the person paying attention to what you're saying or making necessary changes. Sometimes, like, have you ever been in, like throughout your life, you have like a bad or two, a bad week or two?
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe the person is going through something and then you feel like they're not making the necessary changes. I don't think that's necessarily a reason why you should bounce in a relationship because the person overlooked or did not do what you desire the person to do, right?
Nah.
Feel what I'm
I
trying to
feel
say?
like if you feel like this person is not making the simplest effort, right? Okay. They usually come home, they like bring you flowers or whatever it is, or they start cheating outside and you're like, hey, like, you cheating on me, you disrespecting me, like, I don't appreciate it. And their response is just like, whatever.
That's a completely different thing. If somebody is cheating on you, then that's not even a debate, right? Why are we saying that's a sign? Like,
Or
you should
let's
have
say
been
they
left.
start, it's not, or they start like hang out with their friends more. It's like, all right, they coming home at like 12 o'clock at night when you already asleep. Like, it's clear that the person is trying to avoid you, or they prefer to do other things than spending time with you. I feel like is another sign that, like, okay, they probably don't want to be here. They're gonna put their 2 weeks notice in soon, so it's time for you to just like check the deuces.
Yeah, this, but I see what you mean and I see what you're talking about and I completely understand. But me, the way I see it, right, for you to know when to walk away from a relationship, um, the changes, right, that's occurring or whatever, shouldn't have anything to do with you or anything that can relate to you. Like, for example, let's say we're talking about, I have a girlfriend, right, and then that girlfriend start hanging out with her girlfriends more than she's hanging out with me. There's a possibility that she's not hanging out with me as much as she used to because I'm not giving her a good energy. I'm not giving her a good vibe. Or I stress her when she's around me. Now
But
that's
if
a
you
reflection on me, right?
But if I go up to you and I'm like, hey, like, we're not spending as much time together anymore. I feel like you prefer to spend time with your friends, and you can't have a conversation with me and be like, oh yeah, this is the reason. You just like dismissive of it, and you just don't care that, like, I'm bothered by you not spending much more time with me.
Yeah, what type of person are you? Are you that person that will be responsive to my concern or comments? Or are you a person that's gonna be like, I see nothing wrong with what I do? Because there's a lot of those people.
And if the person is not someone that is responsive to your comment, they clearly don't care enough, and it's still time to check the deuces, okay?
That doesn't mean, I mean, I don't think that necessarily mean that the person doesn't care. It's like, for example, right? Everybody have their on habit or personality per se, right? Like, let's say I'm a certain way because I'm in a relationship and I change that thing for you. Like, I change that thing specifically for you. That's not who I am. I'm doing it for you, which means sooner than later I'm gonna go back to the person I am. You don't want to be in a relationship where you're forcing somebody to act the way you want them to act. They have to want to act that way or naturally act that way. Because if you want the person to act a certain way, forcing that person out of their comfort zone, sooner than later they're just gonna go back to acting their natural ways. And if that's the make or break of a relationship, then we're gonna keep searching, right?
No, I think if you are in a relationship with someone, they stop making the simplest effort. They're not interested in the things that are bothering you. Like, okay, like I'm not happy with you doing this, and they're just like, oh, whatever. Eventually, like you'll get over it. You're not with the right person. And it doesn't matter how long you've been with that person, especially if you've been with someone for so long. If you've been with someone for like 5, 10, 20 years, and you start noticing like slight little change like this that suddenly appear, and they can't sit and have a conversation with you about it and be like, oh yeah, this is why like I have changed, this is why this is changing, this is what's going on in my life, they probably just trying to like leave. And you should start planning to leave too. Start looking for your next place or your next man, whichever comes first.
Yeah, with that being said, I mean, there are certain things, right? You shouldn't accept, right? You shouldn't accept disrespect, abuse, um, a person cheating on you, what I said disrespect already.
Mm-hmm.
Like you shouldn't just accept those, or the person not caring for you and not caring for you anymore. I think these are major signs. But in terms of self-inflicting things or things that people might go on the regular, I think those shouldn't determine a relationship.
One thing about relationship, people get comfortable, right? It's like you create habits. It's like if we live together, we've lived together for so long, we have like our little habits. Like I'm used to coming home and having you at home. For me to like just get up and walk away and be like, all right, I'm gonna go start my own life by myself. I'm gonna get my own place. It's hard to break out of those habits. So people will stay in a relationship that they clearly don't want to be in just because they're used to like the habits. They're used to this natural environment that they've been in for so long that they're afraid to pull out of it. And you gotta pay attention to like those relationships that you're in that okay, like he's afraid to leave. Well, he doesn't want to leave because he's comfortable and he doesn't want to like step outside of his comfort zone. But things are clearly not working out. So if he's not gonna leave, I need to leave. Like you can't just be like, oh, it looks like he's not leaving, so let me just keep trying to work it out. If it's clear that he doesn't want to be with you, but he's just here because he's used to being in this environment, you gotta be the one to walk out of it.
I completely agree with her. The goal is to be happy no matter how, right? If you're not happy in the relationship or there are changes that we didn't even highlight that you peeping that's stressing you, don't be like me and lose your hair. Bye bye. Like we started the show, run. And if you can run,
It doesn't matter how long you've been in a relationship, okay? 5, 10, 20, 50, 30 years. If it's not working out, like it's okay to fall out of love. It's okay to like grow apart. If it's not working out, don't force it.
can you
Don't,
can you fall out of love?
I don't know. I'm sure people do it all the time. Otherwise, divorce rate wouldn't be so high.
I don't think you can fall out of love. I think you just never loved the person.
Whatever the situation is, whether you feel like you falling out of love with them or they falling out of love with you or you guys are growing apart, whatever it is, if you guys are growing apart but you don't wanna like they don't wanna leave and you trying to stay, you wanna hold the relationship together, sooner or later you're gonna end up being the one that's hurt. Like if someone's clearly checked out, you check yourself out first, okay? Start looking for your own start looking for a new environment and remove yourself out of this situation. Do not stay in toxic relationship. Learn when it gets toxic and leave. That's all we got for today. I hope you liked this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you really, really like this, share this video. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
And you know, Dr. Johnny Boy is always here to learn. So if we miss out on something, or you have a story or something that you wanna point out that happened on your last relationship or the future one that you have no idea, let us know.
So leave a comment down below sharing your opinions with us based on the video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which is right over there.
Yo.
Thank you for watching. Peace.
I get abused, bro.